my channel. I can't believe that it has been 2 years since I installed my Microloc. In this video, I am going to share with you juicy details on how this journey has been. I'm going to give you guys information. It has been a journey of it's been a journey of I wish I'd known that, and it's been a journey I'm never doing that again. It's been a mixture of different things, and I'm going to tell you guys the details of all of that. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, guys, so 2 years Microlocked. How has that been for me? It has been a lot of, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's been instances of, oops, I did not know that. Why did I do that? I'm never doing that again. And also the reassurance that I made the right decision in locking my hair. Some examples of the oops were like, I didn't know that it really mattered that I went to a different loctician from my consistent loctician to retighten my hair, right? Retightening is retightening. There shouldn't be really that much of a difference when you're going to a different loctician, but well, I learned the hard way that yes, there is a difference and it matters who you go to. And I did put up a video. I recommend having a consistent loctician, and if you want to check that out, the link I'm going to put it up here in this video, so please check that out. So that's one instance of oops, I didn't know it would be a big deal going to a different loctician. It is a big deal. So that's something I learned. And then also not keeping to my retightening schedule. I didn't know that would be a big difference. Like going, well, you know, like being locked, for especially if you can pull off that look of having new growth, but still, you know, the look is still good, you know, you're still looking good. So sometimes I can pull that off. So I can push out my retightening schedule. And I thought that, you know what, it shouldn't really be that much of a big deal, you know. I kind of knew, but I don't really think that it would be that much impactful, you know, in terms of my hair, the aesthetics of my hair and the growth of my locks. But boy, I learned that, you know, there is an impact when you push it out, your retightening schedule. And I am going to make a video on that. I have like details, pictures to show you guys what happened. But yeah, so look out for that video. So that's another oops moment. And I had instances of, you know, reassurances that, you know what, you made the right decision locking your hair. Like I was going through some lifestyle changes or some life changes that I found comfort in the fact that my hair was locked. I didn't really have to do a lot with it, and it was still thriving. And so basically I didn't have to put a lot of effort into maintaining it, and really, you know, freed up time for me to focus on other aspects of life. I was going through some changes in my life, as you guys might know, or I have mentioned in a previous video. I had a little one recently, so not that recent. It's been about maybe over a year and whatnot. So, but it was a big change in my life. So locking my hair during that period, or having my hair locked during that period, really saved up or freed up a lot of time for me to focus on, you know, the new change in my life and learning, you know, the ropes of how things are now, the new way of doing things. So those instances happened where I was grateful that my hair was locked. So yes, it has been those experiences. Now I'm going to go into my retightening schedule, my wash routine, now that it's been 2 years, how that's been going. So let's talk about that. So earlier on I had mentioned with regards to the ease in which I maintain my hair. I didn't have to put in a lot of effort to maintain, to care for my hair. With regards to that, my wash routine so far has been very simple. For me, I think it's the simpler, the better. With locks, there's not a lot that you need to do, especially in my case where my hair hasn't fully locked. I know it looks, someone thought it locked fully, but it hasn't. I'm gonna show you guys. But yes, it has been easy to maintain my hair in terms of wash routines. I keep it simple. And with regards to my hair type is 4C. I have found that I have been able to do away with braiding my hair before washing it. You know, when you just install your locks, in order to ensure that your locks don't unravel, you know, you braid your hair into different sections and then go in to wash it. But I noticed with my hair over time, I was able to just go ahead and just wash my hair without having to braid it, and it was still okay. Now you have to do what works for you. What works for me may not necessarily work for you. But with my hair texture, I have been able to do that and still have my locks in place. It wasn't unraveling, so, and that was a plus for me. It made the process even, you know, seamless and not having to do a lot like sectioning my hair and braiding it. So yeah, so far, so that has been something I have been able to progress into, not having to braid my hair and still be able to go in and wash my hair and still not have any repercussions like it unraveling. So that's something that I have found out. So you could test it out maybe with a little part of your hair. Now, if you've come far into the locking your Microloc journey, you can test it out and see if you're able to still get away with that, because usually the advice is you continue to do that until you continue to braid your hair before going in to wash it until your hair is locked. But I think based on the texture, depending on the texture of your hair, you may be able to get away with just going in directly and just washing your hair and it still being okay. You might want to also discuss this with your loctician before you go ahead and jump into doing that. But yeah, so that is where I am with my wash routines. In terms of the shampoos I use, I have been able to, what I started doing is I'm using conditioning shampoos, because I noticed that my hair would be so dry. The locks would be so dry when I use clarifying shampoos. Now I do still use clarifying shampoos, get any buildup onto my scalp, get it out, wash it clean, you know, but I do use conditioning shampoos and I've been okay. My hair is still locked. Now I do think it also matters your hair texture, because if your hair is prone to easily unraveling, or if you have a finer texture of hair, you may not be able to get away with using conditioning shampoos. You might still have to use clarifying shampoos. Clarifying shampoos kind of strip your hair of the oil. Yeah, not much moisture retained in the hair that could cause unraveling, but with conditioning shampoos, it may not strip your hair entirely of its oils and whatnot. So you may have to be careful with that when you are experimenting going from clarifying to conditioning shampoos. But in my journey, I have been able to use conditioning shampoos and it's been okay. I have had no issues with using conditioning shampoo, so that has definitely been a plus in this journey so far. So yes, my wash routine has been simple, has been less, there's less of a process to it now. I'm coming in 2 years being locked, so that's one thing I am grateful for. So yeah, so that's definitely something I wanted to talk about. All right, my retightening schedule. That's something else I wanted to touch on. My retightening schedule has not really changed. Well, schedule has changed due to the life change that I experienced, but I've not really, in terms of the number of hours it takes to retighten my hair, that has not really changed. And I think it's more so with regards, it's new growth, right? Even though your locks are growing longer, what really matters when it comes to the length of time it takes for your hair to be fully retightened when you go into retighten your hair is more so the roots. It's more so the new growth. If you are stretching it, or if you were keeping a 6-week schedule to retighten, you wouldn't really notice a difference in the hours you spend to retighten your hair. If you go from 6 weeks to maybe 3 months before the next retightening schedule, then yeah, you're going to notice a difference. They may have to spend longer to retighten your hair because you have more new growth. So the retightening process has still been the same, still the same approach in my hair, 4-point rotation. That's what I use. So that hasn't changed. It's been consistent in terms of the retightening. Nothing has changed with regards to that area. So that's something I wanted to touch on. The retightening schedule, or the retightening experience, has been the same for me. But the only thing that's different is that I have been able to learn how to retighten my hair myself. I think as you grow on in your Microlocs journey, you would find that it's useful that you know how to retighten, even if it's not all of your hair, at least some part of the locks, especially the front side, just to make it tidy when maybe you're running behind in meeting that retightening schedule. Knowing how to retie your locks is definitely a plus, and I recommend doing that. I will put some links below with regards to do-it-yourself retightening tools, lock tools that I have used and I have found helpful, and I believe that you also find helpful. So check the caption for those tools. Another thing I'm going to talk about is day-to-day styling. how have I styled my hair throughout this 2-year Microloc journey? Well, I have kept my styling simple, and I've done it more so based on the advice that I've received from my loctician. She had said, you know, your hair is not fully locked. You might want to just keep things simple for now in terms of styling until your hair is fully locked. And I have followed that. My day-to-day styling could be just putting my hair up or just wearing it this way, maybe just moving it to the side, having like a side part in, or just carrying a center part, putting my hair up, or just braiding it in 2 sections. Something simple that I just have on my hair or do to my hair on a day-to-day basis. So styling has been pretty much regular or more so just having my hair in the way that it is right now. So I've kept styling simple. I'm looking forward to though when I can fully do whatever I want to do with it. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to when my hair is fully locked so that I can rock those styles, you know? That is something I did want to mention. All right, let's talk about hair growth. Hair growth has been, the growth in my length of hair has been real. My hair has grown. If you watched my other videos where I showed my lock installations and also giving you some updates and also some other videos as well, you would see that my starting point to today, there is a difference in the length of my hair. The hair growth has been real. So I am appreciating this hair growth. It's been great. I love it. Although personally, I'm not sure about my hair growing to a certain length. I think I'm going to cap my hair length to my shoulders. I don't know if I want my hair growing longer than that, but hey, we're going to see. We're going to see, because I want to make this Microloc journey easy and simple as much as possible. but we'll see. We'll see if I'm going to let my hair grow past my shoulder. I'm just waiting for everything to grow to the same length, because you know my hair is growing in, like, it's not all growing at the same pace. My front hair has, it's not as long as, well, I wouldn't say it's not as long. It kind of looks like my hair has different, you know, levels per se. That's just how my hair is growing, but I want everything to be the same length eventually when I do decide to cut it, or to keep it at a certain length, you know, evenly at a certain length. So I'm still thinking about that. But yes, the hair growth has been real, and I am going to show you guys pictures. I'm going to compare my hair length when they were installing it. They measured my hair on the day of installation, so I'm going to show you guys pictures of the length that they measured when it was being installed and the length of my hair today. You guys going to see that. It has been great so far. Anyways, I consider it as great, but it has been great so far, so I'm going to show you guys. Something else I wanted to mention is that my lock strands are now taking shape. They have, I love the way it looks. Taking great shape now. And they all seem to have uniformity in terms of the size. So shout out to the ladies that installed my hair. Any braids, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the service you rendered. So yeah, so they all seem to be growing out nicely and also maintaining uniformity in the way that it looks. And also shout out to my loctician, Ajay. She is great. She has been caring for these locks beautifully. I am so grateful, girl. You are the real MVP. So yeah. So it's been growing out great. I'm loving it so far. And yeah, I love the way it looks. I love the aesthetics. It's been so that's it for this video. It has been over 2 years being locked and I love it. I do not regret it. It has been an experience. It's been a learning experience. One of the learning experiences I have shared with you guys, and I'm going to continue to share and pass on any knowledge I get throughout this journey. And if you guys have any tips to share with your girl, or if you guys have any tips you want to share with anyone who might be watching this video so that they can also learn from your experience, learn from something that you have to share, please drop them down in the comments below. All right, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like this video, if you found this video helpful, informative, please press that like button and please share the video, and please also subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video.